Austin, Texas. I will be performing at the Moody Center on Saturday, February 22nd. Tickets are on pre-sale today at 10 a.m. local time with the code word Tommy, T-O-M-M-Y. Visit tomsegura.com/tour for all dates and information. Thank you. I will see you guys at the Moody Center.
Welcome to your mom's house.
And welcome to another episode of Your Mom's House. I'm very excited to be here today to do the show. Sitting in, as always, is my lovely co-host, Christina. You look great. I love the glasses. I love the outfit. That is interesting. I hope you contribute the whole show this way. Great to see you. And joining us, we're very happy to have on this show for the first time, the great Matt Rife, everybody. His new special, Lucid, a crowdwork special, is streaming on Netflix. You can, of course, get tickets to see him on tour at mattrifeofficial.com. Matt, thanks for coming.
Dude, thanks for having me.
Good
Absolutely. To see both of you.
Thanks, man. We're happy you're here. A crowdwork special is exciting.
Yeah.
Right?
It's super exciting,
That's
man.
awesome, dude.
It's awesome. It was a lot of fun. We did it in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Comedy Zone there.
Did you pitch them on that? Like, because it's not the standard, right, thing?
Yeah. We pitched them on the idea of it because my last special came out in November. And obviously, I'm taking my time to rebuild the next hour and what I'm touring with and everything. So I was like, crowd work's something I can do anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, you're so good at crowd work.
Oh, thank you, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, why not just put something out in the meantime? Like, why wait another year until I feel like my special's ready material-wise when I can just put out something to the fans right now?
What goes into, because obviously when you do a normal special, you're like, I build my hour, I tour with it, and you go, it's ready, and you shoot it. But like when you're going to do, you're going to do a crowd work, do you still like show up that night just with like, well, whatever happened? Like, or do you have any type of preparation that goes into it?
Yeah, so the stipulation was, they were like, we love it. Obviously, this is very niche to you.
Yeah.
But they were like, and I completely agree. They were like, we just don't want like a highlight clip. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want just random chaos for an hour of just talking about anything and everything. They're like, there has to be a theme to the show. So did a little bit of thinking for a couple of months. I played with a couple of concepts on the road on my tour. And then dreams just kind of came about. I was like, what's something everybody can contribute to? Like, everybody has
dreams,
some kind of aspiration, right? Whether they're living it or not. So I played with that a little bit on tour. I would just toss it out there occasionally with some material I had about dreams in my set because I have terrible sleep problems. So I talk about that a lot in my show. And then when I pitched them on the idea of dreams and they locked it in, I was like, okay, you're right. How do you rehearse something that is
unrehearsed?
Spontaneous? Yes. So basically what I did is I went to, since I knew we were going to shoot in a comedy club because it was conducive for everybody being able to hear everybody.
Yeah.
I had 4 weekends, and by weekends I mean Monday, Tuesdays, that I had off from my theater shows. And I would go and I would just do a complete crowd work show talking about dreams. Just so I could like
get that muscle kind of
going. I could hear the kinds of things that I would want to hear. I didn't know if it was going to be all musicians or all sports players. I didn't know people were going to be vague about it. And the more I did it, the more I realized, like, oh, it's still going to be incredibly random.
Yeah.
Everybody has weird dreams you wouldn't expect. And then kind of shifting off of that, I didn't want the entire thing to just be aspirational because you also have like sleep dreams. So we talk a lot about that as well because those are always fucking weird.
You talk about dreams in the sense of like, hey, like when somebody says, my dream is to be a baseball player, and then also the dreams that occur in your sleep.
Yeah, like your teeth falling out and shit.
Both style of dreams.
Yeah, I wanted to open it up a little bit and just not stay on one theme for the entire show. Mix it up just a tad. It was fucking fun, dude.
Yeah, dude, I had wild dreams last week. I remember that.
What about?
Dude, one was that my trainer was like, I got to jerk you off. And I was like, what? And he was insisting on, I haven't told him yet. But
is that a text or are you going to tell him in person?
I'm going to tell him in person.
While he's stretching you out?
I want to see his face. Yeah. And he's like, it's going to help. And I was like, well, and I gave in. I let him. But it was.
Okay, ended well at least.
Yeah, it was.
How often do you work out now?
Almost every day, like 5 to 6 days a week. Yeah.
Dude, good for you.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Like,
how far are you down? Like since you started the journey?
I don't know. So in the last 6 weeks, I got with this nutritionist who was like, your scale numbers are just nonsense. It's about body fat. So I'm down 7% body fat in 6 weeks.
Yeah. What is your body fat percentage?
Right now, it's 18.
That's not bad.
It's not horrible.
How old are you? 40?
45.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay, it's really good then.
No, it's okay. I mean, I think it would be great if it was like right now I'm trying to get to 15, and then you I think you just evaluate everywhere you're at.
I think if I got to 15, I'd lose all my fans.
They would hate you so much.
Yeah, I think so.
What are you at? You have to be like, what, 10?
I think I'm like 9.
It's pretty low.
Yeah, I know.
No, I would be catatonic if I got to 9. But
what's Bert, you think?
Bert, probably like 45, something like that.
That's not great. That's not great.
No, he has wild ranges too. Like I have too, but I think he probably has a decent amount of lean mass. I think his visceral fat that's like kind of morphing its way into his organs. I would say he's probably in the mid to
you can Google this? Glasses.
I don't know if he has a 40%. I don't think he's not 40.
I mean, look at the picture scale though.
He looks like the worst picture, but I think that I think he's probably closer to 30. I think he's close to 30.
I don't think so. I don't think he has those hips.
No,
it evens out.
He does look like the far right, whatever that is. But he doesn't
conservative.
He looks like right. It when he at his profile. At his profile, he looks like a trans man having triplets. But straight on, he's got good shoulders and stuff. He's been
to compliment shoulders alone is not really.
It's his favorite thing to talk about. It's his only thing he talks about is his shoulder. He's like, I have great shoulder. I don't know, dude.
Okay,
he's a crazy person. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, no, I mean, I think here's what I've learned about myself. I have to keep announcing new goals.
Okay.
So like a year plus ago, I was probably at 18 or something, and it's a slow. Once I get there, if everyone's like, "You look great," and then I'm like, "Oh yeah, everything's good," then I start to slide.
That happens to everybody though.
But for me, I realize that like if I like my goal is like 15. And then if I get to 15, I have to establish whether it's saying, okay, it's now 12.
Okay.
Whatever it is, I can't just go like, I'm good now. I have to, even if it's like no longer the percentage, if I go, well, the next goal is a half marathon, I have to shift to something else.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just fall apart.
Okay. And what helps you the most? Are you big on cardio or is it mainly diet for you?
Well, the shift has been the combination. Like I was working out the past few months too, but I wasn't focused on diet. So what I did was I got this nutritionist that gave me like a structured. I like structure. I like this is breakfast, this is your snack, this is lunch, this is dinner. So I follow what he says to a T, and then all we did was we dialed up workouts a little bit. My cardio sessions went from 45 to 60. So 60 minutes on like a Peloton bike or like rucking or whatever. And then my weightlifting sessions, pretty much the same, went from like 45 to 60. So that's not a dramatic
but an extra 15 minutes.
But it's a little bit more. These fucking endurance Peloton rides.
Oh, I'm sure.
Are fucking brutal. And
I can't get myself to do it. I can't get myself to ride a bike.
Dude, those are like, I mean, they're very engaging, and the teachers, like the instructors that are on there,
fine as fuck.
They're fine. The guys too,
yeah.
and they're. It is incredible workout. And then, dude, here's the thing that I didn't expect is that doing this clean eating, like, and I don't feel, I'm not suffering. It's not like, how am I going to get through this? It's very like. It's easy to follow.
Okay.
It has completely changed my digestion.
Really?
I was about to go to a gastroenterologist. I'm not kidding. Like a month ago.
That bad?
Yeah, I was like, how come I always have explosive shits? I need to go to the doctor. And I started following this guy's meal. I go, dude, if I don't lose a pound, I already thank you for changing my digestion. Like it's completely fixed.
It was that bad?
Yeah.
I'm not a big shitter, dude. I'm really not.
Here's the thing that I realized. It's like, all of us, people have different sensitivities to, like, some people are like, they just dump crazy hot sauce and
Yeah.
eat, and they're like, it's not even hot. And,
Yeah.
and then you have a bite, you're like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Yeah.
our palates are different, our digestion is different. If I have anything like greasy, fatty, it's like, it's game over for me.
No burgers.
I mean, no, I don't really eat a lot of burgers. No, it's like I need to have like lean meats, and I need to have, I don't have dairy. I just have like
No dairy,
I don't
no
have any dairy.
burgers. Fuck.
No, but I still eat a ton of protein. Like
Okay.
I'm having 16 to 20 ounces of lean meat at dinner. So like I'll have like 3 pieces of salmon or sea bass.
Jesus.
Sometimes like sirloin, but a lot of seafood.
And now, do you cook it yourself, or do you have like somebody to help organize? Yeah, sorry, I forgot how well this podcast
Who are you
does.
talking to?
Sorry.
So no, but I mean, I'll make some stuff. What? I make eggs in the morning. But yeah, dude, I just eat that. Here's the thing: I feel satiated. I never feel bloated anymore. I never feel like I'm
Yeah.
sick, and I don't feel like, oh my God, are my intestines melting? Like, do I have, like is my stomach falling up? All that is just from eating clean.
Well, what about when you're on tour though? Because
It's a bigger challenge.
oh, absolutely. Because
For
you can get a little bit of
sure.
catering before, and you can eat something after. But by the time your show's over, nothing but like fast food's open anyways.
I mean, here's the thing. It's a lot of planning. It's sharing what I need with everybody so that I'm not in a jam where it's like, oh, what do they have?
Oh, that's smart.
So we're landing in cities and it's like, hey, have we found the place we're going to eat?
that makes a lot of sense. My writer's like Uncrustables and like a fruit plate. Yeah.
Yeah, but at 45, it'll be different.
Fuck, but that's so far away.
Yeah. Fuck.
I think that's 17 years away.
Okay, just relax.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, mine is even healthier now. Like whatever was on. I realized like some of the times you show up to a green room and it's your writer and you're like, what is this shit? And they're like, it's your writer. And you're like,
yeah.
And you're not touching any of it.
Most of my writer was like, I was getting stuff like for my girlfriend for whenever she would come on tour and
Yeah.
stuff. None of it was for me. My boys want something. Yeah, I've got the Uncrustables, like the only thing I touch on my entire writer.
That's a Bert like staple.
Is it really?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
they have protein ones now.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell 'em
There's
that.
are you able to look that up? There's like a protein Uncrustable. There's like peanut butter and honey ones. It's really fucking good. I don't think it's either of those actually, but I'm good to know, I'm happy to know there's more options.
What's his big revelation was like you can toast them or microwave. I'm like,
Wait,
what?
can you really?
Yeah, he's like, that's the move. And then he's like, you got to, it's like you put him in the microwave for like, he said something like 7 seconds, right? And then he's like, it will burn your mouth. So you got to like, you pierce it so that the steam leaves. Yeah.
There's barbecue chicken bites. This is
Wow.
a fucking game changer.
Yeah, dude.
I had no idea. You know, I still don't eat the crust on them.
Really?
Yeah, because it's still crust.
It's still crust.
It's still just bread
Wait, if
with
you have
no
a sandwich,
nutritional value.
you cut crust off?
I don't cut it off. I'm not that organized.
pull
But
it off?
yeah, I'll pull the top off.
Yeah.
And then eat the bullshit
I
first.
mean, a PB&J is the shit.
It's so fucking
know.
good. And it's apparently supposed to be, I mean, relatively healthy for if you need a snack and just eating for the fucking
I just
calories.
do the split packs where it's like it's peanut butter and jelly in a packet, and I fold it together,
I don't think
tear
I've
the
seen
top
it.
off, and so there's no bread, and I pop it in, and that's a pre-workout in the morning.
I put honey
So you
packets
get
on
like
mine.
a little glucose spike. The perfect summer playlist may be elusive, but one thing is for sure, it gets better when it's enjoyed with a cold Coors Light. Because music plus Coors Light equals chill amplified. I mean, there's nothing better, right? Spending the summer sitting around the pool, sitting around a campsite, just hanging out with your friends and having your favorite tunes playing, and of course, grabbing a Coors Light to go with it. What's better than that? That's the way to chill. Coors Light is the only choice when you're ready to choose chill. When the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. When you embrace a chill mindset, it's a good time to choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. Coors Light is mountain cold refreshment, crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. Amplify your chill this summer with Coors Light. Choose chill, choose Coors Light. Go to CoorsLight.com/summer music to see how Coors Light can amplify your summer. And be sure to keep an eye out on Coors Light's social handles all summer long for more exciting announcements. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. Whether you're cheering on your alma mater or just love the thrill of college football, you're going to want to listen to this. I've partnered up with DraftKings, and they have an offer that's perfect for game day. Right now, all new customers who bet $5 will instantly get $200 in bonus bets. That's something we can celebrate. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using my promo code MOM. The crown is yours. That's $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. Stay in on the action and use your $200 in bonus bets to bet anytime touchdowns on DraftKings. DraftKings is the place to bet touchdowns. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code MOM and bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code MOM only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Do you know the honey packets?
No.
The it's like Viagra.
Really?
You haven't seen these?
Wait, these make your dick hard?
Oh, please look this up. Honey packet. I'm sorry, I'm giving your guys directions.
No, do it.
Yeah, there's like honey packet dick pills now. Yeah, you've never seen these?
No.
Oh, yeah, man. 45. You should probably have this on your radar.
Yeah, I think you're right. Wait, what? This is a real thing?
Yeah, they taste delicious.
And they work?
I think so. Theoretically.
Theoretically?
Yeah, man.
Guys,
And it doesn't look as suspicious.
put it on the shopping list.
You got it.
It's on the rider. It's not as suspicious either.
Yeah.
I did a commercial for I shouldn't say commercial. It was a video on my phone for Blue Chew.
Yeah, yeah.
Like beginning of last year.
Yeah.
They ran the shit out of it, and everybody online was like, "You sold out. You're doing a commercial for Viagra." I'm like, it took me 90 seconds to film, and it bought my mom a car.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, no shame. But this is far more discreet. You're not popping a pill. You can put it in a fucking smoothie if you want to.
Wait, what is it? Actual honey? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
So you
there's-
actually put the honey in something like.
if you want
You
to,
can put it
or
on
you
a
could just
spoon
fucking
and just-
you could just slurp the packet if you want to.
Okay.
That's what the peanut butter and jelly thing reminded
How do we
me
do
of.
it? Many people have praised royal honey for its potential effects on sexual wellness, citing improvements in overall sexual performance, increased libido, and stamina. That's fucking affecting your stamina?
My boy boxes on it.
Really?
Yeah. If, like whenever he goes to spar.
I didn't know that a huge percentage of NFL players pop a little bit of like Cialis Viagra before.
Really?
playing.
So it's a more common thing.
Yes, but it's not. It's not fuck doses.
Yeah, it's kinda fucking
It's like
gay.
a micro dose because it's essentially because it increases blood flow.
Okay.
So like people even do this like pre-workout. It's but it's not like, hey, give me whatever 50 milligrams of the.
Ray Lewis was
it's-
taking a handful.
It's supposed to be a smaller dose just for blood flow.
Interesting. And I
Yes.
guess it wouldn't go against any like drug testing, right? It's just
I don't think so. It's opening up your
blood pressure medicine, right? Technically.
I guess.
Huh.
I'm not sure.
Have you not used Viagra before?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. It's
good.
Just making sure.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, of course.
It's the greatest.
Oh, of course.
And the funny thing is, you go, yeah, I don't need this, right? Because you're like, I don't need this.
You
And
don't
then
you don't need it.
No, but, like,
sometimes if you have something to
the
prove.
first time, my friends were talking about it, I was like, they're like, you haven't tried one? I was like, why? I don't need. Like, I assume that's for somebody who's like, literally can't achieve an erection.
Yeah, think of it.
That
like,
was my perception. And then they go, just try one. And then I took one, and I was like, oh, it's a high school boner. Like
Yeah.
it's like pointing at the sky, and you're like, oh.
think of it
okay.
like owning a gun. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you don't need it, but
Right.
it's fucking awesome to have.
It's cool to shoot it.
It's
Yeah.
awesome to shoot it, dude.
What do they say? Okay. In this episode of This is the Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, one of those questions was occurring, really took Viagra before games. According to Ocho Cinco, you only need half a pill to be a beast on the field like he was. Listen to me. It's an enhancement with the increasing blood flow to improve performance horizontally, depending on how you do it. I don't know what you do at home, but to improve, yeah, they work too. Stay with me now. If you take half a pill before a game with a little bit of Red Bull, it increases the blood flow, which enhances performance. I mean, what he's saying is essentially what we were just talking about. Like, like that is why people take it pre-game. It's a blood flow issue.
Yeah, but like, what if it's not gone by the time the game's over?
Oh, it's not gone. Yeah, but you have like
If it was just bricked up in the shower?
well, that'd be awesome if they were. But the way that's supposed to work is that you still need to be stimulated. And so unless like you go looking at this field and all these guys makes my dick hard, you should be able to not be hard.
You would think.
Yeah.
Depending on the dosage, I suppose.
Yeah, but there's definitely guys out there who probably are like, "Oh, I'm about to come. This is
Yeah, but that
fucking-"
shit stays in your system though. I've used it before, and then the next day you're still like, I'm
ready.
I gotta come, dude.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I don't know if you're out there and you haven't tried it, man. Just pop pills today and see how you feel.
Are you if you're gonna crank one out, are you a morning or nighttime kind of guy?
Well, it's a really good question, Matt, and I feel like I've changed, and that maybe this is related to age. I am, whether I'm cranking one out or making sweet love, somebody who definitely wants to. Yeah, of course. I love you. I always want to sleep after. Like I want to
Even in the morning.
Well, I don't want to get up after that. I'm saying I want to lay around. I want to be lazy. So I would prefer an end of day crank.
Okay. But they have different effects.
Oh, everyone's, I mean, look, we all know that there's a chemical cocktail that your brain releases when you I don't know, serotonin dump and whatever else happens. It affects people differently. I'm definitely and there's also a chemical released, I don't know if you know this, in your brain when you're when a partner and having an orgasm that doesn't release when you are alone, like when you do it yourself.
Really?
Yes. So that is like a scientific proven fact that there is something that happens additionally in your brain when it's with somebody else. So I don't know. I've jerked off at every hour of the day in every setting, in airports and in, anywhere where you can imagine. Highways.
Breastfeeding chambers.
Yeah, all of them, man. I've done it everywhere. But ideally, I don't want to start my day with one unless you have the ache of like, you got to get this out,
Interesting. See, that's my coffee sometimes.
Is jerking off?
Yeah.
And then you're ready to go?
Yeah.
Interesting.
A morning one, if it's like before noon, it's usually an upper.
Interesting.
12:01, yeah, I don't want to get out of bed.
Yeah, I think about, I mean, how old are you though? 27?
28.
28. It's like, I mean, first of all, I was jerking off way more at 28 than I am now. But
are you like once a week?
I mean, no, more.
Okay,
But,
good man.
But, I just feel like I think about my day when jerking off.
Well, also you're a lot busier now. You got to fit it in the schedule.
I have a lot busier
Are you
day.
penciling it in?
No, but you know what? There's shower jerks.
I don't love a shower jerk.
Here's the other thing
burns
is,
my shoulder out.
I do like sometimes. I mean, now that you're putting it in my head. It can be a post workout jerk. So like
legs especially.
I've done the work. You have that endorphins kind of cooking in your head, and then you're like, okay, I can get one out right now.
Okay.
And then I don't necessarily feel it. But showers also don't make me feel like if I do it there, first of all, I love the drain. And I stomp it down the hole.
You stomp it down like
it's
what are you making
thick.
wine?
It's glue. So and there's just so much of it. I just make so much. I wish I could show people how much I make.
I feel like you come bars of soap.
It's so much.
That's disgusting.
It's because there's a contraction, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Your prostate.
But I mean, you're like when you have an orgasm, you feel the right?
pulsing.
The pulsing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a minimum 12, 13 pulses guy.
What?
And sometimes 17, 18. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's too much.
It's too much cum. I've said it my whole life. I don't think I've ever had a woman with me who did not make a comment about it.
See, I never
Like, what do you have, 4 balls? Like, this is so much, like, yeah.
I never I never come a lot when I want to come a lot.
Wait, it varies?
Yeah, it's like the quest for come a lot a little
Yeah,
bit. Like I could lay in bed all day and fucking hit collarbone by myself.
Sure.
Right? The moment a girl's like, come on my face, my dick's like,
Dribble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad drop comes out.
Yeah,
And
man.
they're like,
Never
over
works
here.
Yeah, you can never like conjure it up. So
Yeah.
be grateful.
yeah, it's the only, thing. It's you just have to hope someone's like, thanks.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, I had so much. They're like, I had so many times, like high school, college, where they were like, "What the fuck? Like, this is so much."
that amount.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Although I will say this, with age, the trajectory reduces. You know what I mean?
That might check out actually. The only time I think I've come close to your average, I was like 15, I think. It was my first hand job ever.
yeah.
Ever. I maybe kissed a girl one time before this. So this was a massive jump.
Yeah.
It was so much she during the act was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. And not like it was concerning.
Yeah.
Like it scared her, probably scarred her for future experiences.
She was like, is this what this is going to be like every time?
It was all over. It was dark in the room. There's
Yeah.
no way I got all of it.
yeah.
I'm not proud of it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's wild that we make a mess.
It is.
Yeah.
We squirt every time.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. One of my friends, he's like one of my college friends, he goes, dude, I've always just been like fucking 3 drops come out. Like he's like, it's the
Drip, drip,
saddest.
drip.
It's just like, dude.
Wonder what that is. There's got to be a science behind that. Something, maybe your testosterone levels.
I don't know. So one time I was like, I talked to a doctor about it I went to it with
You
like,
talked to a
yeah, I was
doctor?
like,
You were that concerned?
I went into it with concern. I was like, here's what's going on. And he was like, uh-huh. And I told him the whole thing. He goes, consider yourself lucky. And that was it. He was like, yeah, you just have like a more profound orgasm. That's it. And your prostate is obviously the one that is where the fluid is being mixed up. But your actual orgasmic experience, I mean, it's just going to change from person to person.
Interesting.
Now, there is things, right, that like time since the last one, obviously, like, like building up anticipation.
That could be it.
I mean, that could be like, that's factors.
Yeah.
Your level of excitement going into it, maybe
Yeah.
unexpected,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff affects things.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity affects it.
I'm wondering if you come better than I do, like the feeling.
I think I have a better feeling, and there's no way
Huh.
that, but like I walk through life sometimes just going, I come better than that guy. Yeah. Yeah. We're more than halfway through the year. Let's fast forward to the end. Did you check off your dream goals, or are you still daydreaming? If mastering a new language is on your list, Babbel's ready for you. Speak like a whole new you with Babbel, the science-backed language learning app that gets you talking. Wasting hundreds of dollars on private tutors is the old school way of learning a new language. Babbel's 10-minute lessons are quick and handcrafted by over 200 language experts. Ready to get you talking your new language in 3 weeks, because talking is the key to really knowing any language. I gotta say, this is also just something that is super productive to do. Instead of just scrolling mindlessly, looking at videos, memes, and sending them back and forth, you're actually doing something that is productive, something that you can actually learn when you're holding your phone. I highly encourage you to do it. I've done it many, many, many times, and I'm a big fan. With over 16 million subscriptions sold, Babbel's 14 award-winning language courses are backed by a 20-day money-back guarantee, so no pressure. Here's a special limited-time deal for our listeners. Right now, get up to 60% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/YMH. Get up to 60% off at babbel.com/YMH, spelled BABBEL.com/YMH. Rules and restrictions may apply. Yeah. Yeah.
We're like 20 minutes into this, and 20 of us been.
Well, it's fine. It's what they deserve.
You know what? I'm not mad at it one bit.
Did we play a clip? We didn't. Oh my god.
Oh my god, we skipped the clip.
Well, we have to do an opening clip. All right, here's what I have. I don't even know what this is. I'm just going to play it anyway.
Okay.
I am Tremaine J. Lundy. I am a breeder to the VP, to the vagina people.
Okay.
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
How long's the song?
It's pretty long. It's like 6 more minutes. 14 years of that song, every single episode. Yeah, it's long.
It was longer than the video.
Substantially.
Cut the song down.
We've never talked about that.
You can by like a third.
There is
no one will notice.
Let's see it. There's a couple of versions. What's the is this the one?
This is beat time. Who is Randy? Don't
This is
bring
Josh
anyone
Potter
more
doing
into
an
this.
acapella version.
Welcome.
I don't like this more.
Yeah. Is there another one?
I hope not.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's very long.
Cut it down, dude.
We will
Easily 50 seconds.
We will definitely have that conversation.
Who made this song? Do you know?
Yeah, Ryan Match, the Matchman.
Okay. The Matchman.
The Matchman, Ryan Match.
Is he world renowned?
He is for that song.
Okay. Yeah. It's the free bird of podcasts.
Yeah, he did like all of our like when we started doing the podcast, I love audio drops, like sound, and I was like, I don't know how to do anything. And he was very like proficient in audio, and I was like, yeah, I need like an opening song and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
he just, I think it was like whatever Pro Tools or whatever the previous version of that was, and he would just send me clips. I was like, I want it to sound like this and have this audio clip in it. He just did it all. It was
At
awesome.
no point 14 years ago you went a little long.
I probably did, and I think I was just
didn't
like,
correct him.
oh, I just think I was probably like, yeah, I don't have time to edit this, and I don't know how. So just like,
Do we get to watch the video again?
we can watch the video again. So this guy said he's a breeder of the vagina people.
I am Tremaine J. Lundy.
Shireen Lundy.
I am a breeder to the VP, to the vagina people.
He puts out more than like.
I am
Oh.
Tremaine J. Lundy. I do not eat feces, poop, shit, ass, farts, or drink urine or pee.
Say what you want. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
He does, and he has an interesting beard.
You think he dyes that?
I'm gonna say that is. I think that is how the color is naturally, because like mine is a version of that, right? It's just shorter.
Yeah.
The gray comes in areas. It's still darker here. The only thing that throws me off is how dark the mustache is compared to it. Like there's not even a hint.
I also don't know if he's 32 or 48.
He could be in his late 70s. Yeah, we don't know. But he's letting you know that he doesn't eat poop, farts. He went into pee and ass too, which I'm like, this is a whole different. This is like quite a wide.
I mean,
spectrum.
farts aren't even like a physical thing, really.
Yeah, who eats them? I mean,
Somebody does.
yeah, some people it's their favorite.
Have you seen the Chuck Berry videos?
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Oh yeah.
Did I fart in your face?
And he's like,
I likes to do that.
and he does. He's like, my bad. And, like he farts once. And he goes, yes, sometimes I do that.
He said, I
says
likes
that.
to do that. That's the craziest thing
Yeah,
ever.
after you fart. Yeah.
After you fart, her reaction is so genuine.
He
too.
says, "Did I fart?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know you did.
Of course.
On purpose. He timed it.
And then he
That's the rudest part.
Pisses on her face and her
Yeah,
mouth.
I saw that one, too.
That's pretty cool.
She made a lot of money,
for that era.
I would imagine. You think
Do
she's
you
still
eat
alive?
ass?
Do I eat ass?
Yeah.
This will be all over every tabloid ever. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
But it's not like your favorite.
It's not my MO.
No.
No. It's not my go-to.
Right.
But if they want it, yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, so they have to ask for it.
Yeah. Not necessarily, like, not directly, hey, will you eat my ass? But,
Just
like,
kinda
if
like-
it comes up in conversation casually at dinner or something, then I'll make note of it.
Oh, really?
For later.
Is
Yeah.
that something that happens? Do people bring that up at dinner?
Sometimes.
Really?
Depending on how you want the dinner to go.
So they're just like, what are you into? And like, it's just
Yeah.
straightforward. Okay. It sounds like you're about to shoot a scene or something.
I've considered the fact maybe I'm vanilla in the bedroom because I won't think I will, and then I'll hear about what other people do, and I'm like, I don't want any part of that.
Really?
At
Like
all.
what?
No, like, I don't want anything with my butthole at all.
Touched? or
Don't touch it at all.
not have your ass
If
eaten
you
or
even
anything?
go gooch, I'm clenching.
Really?
I'll snap a finger.
And you've never had someone eat your ass?
No, nor should they.
Okay. And then, so like, if you're with a woman and she inches her ass towards your face, does that hint, is that you're like, oh, she wants me to do this? Is that also what you mean?
I mean, read the room. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
sure.
If there's candles, I'll do it. Like,
Okay.
there's got to be something romantic about it, I think.
Yes.
That's not a spontaneous act. You know what I
No,
mean? Like
for
if,
you.
Yeah, if I'm not like at a mall or something or in the car, I'm not doing it then. You know?
Right.
It's
Eating
gotta be
someone's
set
ass in
up.
a car is pretty insane. If
Yeah,
you're
you
just
gotta pull
like,
pull
"Look,
napkins out of the glove box and shit. Yeah.
just pull over. I'm gonna eat your ass right now. No.
That's such a level
Foot
of
Locker was
perversion.
the shit. I gotta fucking eat your ass. Yeah,
Have you had your butthole eaten?
I've been begging for it for years.
She's ready. Her mouth looks like a butthole right now, actually.
It really does. No, I really have asked for it forever.
You want it.
Big time.
Now, do you want it, you think it's because you think it's going to feel good? Or
Yes.
do you want it because you think it would be funny to make your wife do this?
No, I think it would feel good. All I've heard from friends who have had it done are like, yeah, it's amazing. So I'm like, oh, I want to feel it.
Yeah, but like,
She won't, dude. It's not happening.
on your deathbed.
That's probably the worst place to do it. I think every day that passes, it's a real missed opportunity for her.
It's only getting dirtier.
Yeah, well, it's getting older. It's getting more sour.
Oh my God.
It's getting hotter.
Sour's the worst word to
I
use
am
for it.
thinking about lasering my asshole hair though. Not waxing. I've done that.
Oh, I bet lasering fucking hurts.
I think it would too, but I think
waxed it?
I've waxed it before.
How bad does that hurt?
Not bad at all.
Not that bad?
No.
Now, do you go to a place to do it or you just lay some duct tape back there?
I've gone to a place to do it, and it is fucking like the first time I did it as a joke. I
For
did
who?
A radio bit, and then
You did it for radio. Were you,
Yeah.
Was there video?
Yeah, there's video.
Okay, I thought they were just listening to it
And
being
then
done.
that's what most people were doing. So you're like, yeah, but whatever. I only did it because I was like, man, there's so much hair. Just do it. Like, and then the great thing was you wipe, and it's like you're wiping like a normal person because you're like, there's no hair back there. It felt so good. And so I was like, oh, it cut down my wipe time by like minutes.
Yeah, you're not dreaded up back there.
Yeah, man. And then years later, I was like, oh, yeah, that was great. So I did it again. This time I was like, hi, can I get my ass waxed? And they were like, okay. And then they're like, can you spread? So you sit there, you spread your cheeks
You
yourself.
spread your own ass.
You spread your own ass and you feel like someone's going to fuck it. Like that's what you feel like when you're doing it. And then again, whatever, 4 or 5 weeks of just glorious,
It only lasts 4 or 5 weeks.
something like, well, until it's like not full length again, but like
Now, is it like when hair grows back? Is it prickly when it grows back?
a little bit. And it's, not too bad. A little itchy, not too crazy. Nothing where you're like, I can't get through this.
Like a cat's tongue.
But like, I mean, that's my chest, bro.
Ugh.
Like, imagine if you just shit on that. Do you think it's going to be easy to clean up?
I mean, I'm sure a prince somewhere would.
I'm sure they would too. But I just go, I realized I was like, oh, if I had lasered it, it could be like, I don't want hair
Lasering
there.
fucking hurt. Have you had any kind of laser before?
Never, no.
I got a tattoo removed and it fucking hurts,
right?
dude. Yes.
My friend had his back lasered, and he goes, if you ever have hair lasered, he goes, they'll offer you numbing stuff, and he goes, always say yes.
oh, yeah.
He goes, the
You have
first
to.
time I was like, no, I don't need that. And he goes, it is brutal. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, hairy back too.
It's like patchy. It's not like
Ugh.
covered.
I
Yeah.
think it's worse.
Really?
Yeah. At least patchy, you can get a good design to it.
That's true. I've done trimmer to the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to take a trimmer from time to time, I suppose.
I've done trimmer. But I'm not, here's the thing. I realize as you age, you address what you care about. So like I don't care enough to go like, oh man, if my back,
Really?
I don't care.
I care.
Though that's the thing, though. It changes person to person. Like I'm bald, and I've been offered free Turkish, hair. Like they're like the masters of hair replacement.
Do it.
And they've been like, "We'll fly you out. We'll do it. The whole thing.
Do it.
But I don't care.
Come on, I care.
I know
about your hair. I care.
I don't care enough. You act on things
for a
you
radio
care about.
bit. Do it.
Have a fucking hair
It
transplant.
would be so fucking funny.
It would be funny, but also I would be miserable if I got like a bad. Like I would rather be bald than have a bad hair transplant.
What if the trade-off was if you get hair, she'd eat your ass?
If she cared that much about it, that's an interesting proposal. But I don't know that she gives a shit about it.
Well,
What do you think? Well, that's not helping in either direction right
it's
now.
not a no.
It's not a no.
Does she have any hair on her back?
No,
Kind of a shame.
I know. She's like they're blonde. She's blonde fuzzy. Like she doesn't have body
I
hair.
kind of have like blonde body hair. Like
Yeah?
my arms are like super fine, like blonde.
Wait, do you
hair,
have?
really.
Do you have back hair if you don't trim?
Not really.
Not really.
Nah.
You're kind of hairless.
Kind of. I get it on my chest, but it looks ridiculous.
Do you trim it then?
Yeah, I'll trim it.
Wait, you get like little hairs?
No, I'll get like the full chest. I'm
Why does it look
starting to
ri-
get my stomach a little bit.
Why does it look ridiculous?
I don't know. I just look like a boy who's been through a lot. It just doesn't look natural whatsoever.
That's hilarious.
Also, like I work on my body. Like I don't want it to be hidden by hair.
Yeah, hair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, so what's your routine like? Do you eat very clean?
I don't eat enough. That's my problem.
Yeah.
I'm not a big food guy. Like I don't even think about food until
Can I tell you
starving.
something about my losing weight right now?
No.
I'm eating way more than I was eating a few months ago.
And do you feel like it's boosting your metabolism? Because I've kind of noticed trends in that before. Like if I force myself to eat a lot for a couple of days, I'll want to eat more the following days.
Well, the only thing that I've like for sure I feel like I understand is that if you're training and you're under eating,
you're not doing anything.
you're not really repairing yourself. So
no, that's my biggest
if
problem.
like you're lifting and you're doing like intense workouts and you're just like, I don't really eat, you're not.
There's no progress.
Yeah.
You can lean out, but if you're already like 9% body fat,
Yeah.
Really no
You have
point
to
to it.
eat. You have to eat enough.
that's my biggest problem. 'Cause, I mean, there's also never any time for it. I have like time, 2 meals a day. That's really all I have time for. The rest is like I'll snack when I can, I suppose. I
Good
should be
snacks?
eating like, no.
No.
I'll have like a protein bar, I suppose. Uncrustables.
Yeah.
It's never anything like good for me, I suppose.
And how about
I
like
fucking
your
love sweets.
your actual meals? Are they like
a burger,
whatever?
steak, I guess, maybe
Okay.
some chicken. So I mean, it's on the right path. It's
Yeah.
just not enough of it. I should probably be eating like 5,000 calories a day.
you could probably? I mean, you
I
could
probably eat 2,500.
you could set it up. Where like food is brought to you, like when you're on tour, especially. Like
I mean, we get the meal before, and then we usually get like burgers after or something. But it's not as
yeah, but you're
as set
also
up as yours.
28.
I know, but I wish I could get myself into a routine.
You
for,
can, though.
like I know.
You know
it's
what
just
the
hard.
the thing to do is it's to make it somebody else's responsibility. So
Yeah.
you say like, this is what I have to do, and then it becomes like whoever on your team's thing of like, this has to be wherever we're going.
You have an
Just to-
assistant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably get an assistant.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, then you would they would just show up. Here you go. It's lunch. You have to eat this,
Damn, that's a good point. Yeah, you can just schedule it out. I need
schedule
to eat
it.
at 11:30, 2:30,
You schedule it.
5:30, and
Yeah.
7:30. Interesting. Yeah, because you ever watch these videos of like Hugh Jackman talking about how he stays in shape for his movies?
No, but
he's
I-
eating all
Constantly.
day. Like in between scenes, he's eating full fucking meals. He's working out the entire day.
I did. It was years ago. I had a small part in a Mark Wahlberg movie, and they would just show up, just like, here you go, scarf down food, because he was working out like at fucking 3:30 in the morning.
He's an insane person.
but I
for that.
mean, it was here you go all day.
yeah,
Food
it's
all
somebody
day.
else's job.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a really good idea.
Yeah, you
Okay.
should do that.
I don't know. I feel fucking weird hiring people.
Here's the thing.
It's so hard.
Really?
It's so uncomfortable.
To hire someone?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know. Just telling somebody to do something feels so uncomfortable.
What?
Yeah, I know. You guys don't have to laugh. Do you pay them to?
Well, they laugh when they want. What's so fucking funny? Go
You
ahead.
guys are cute. Can I have one of them?
No.
Which
Why?
one?
Why was that funny? What's so funny?
You like telling people what to do.
Okay, there you go.
I want him.
He's awesome.
I can't do it, dude.
Really?
I employ my friends, which is like the coolest thing about success to me. But even that's like, they'll offer to help out with like fucking carrying a suitcase or something. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no. Like, I'm
Here's
not
how
letting you
it's
do that.
going to change for you.
You think so?
Yes. After a while, it'll change because you'll want better work.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, you'll want actual results, so you'll tell your friends to get other jobs, and then you'll hire other people.
No, they're super talented. I love employing my friends. I love it. I love it. I love it.
He's just saying that to be nice. You guys are fucking mediocre
No,
at best.
no, they're fantastic, and they listen to me. And
No, it's one of the reasons why you're talking about things being uncomfortable, though. It is more uncomfortable to tell, like, your good friend, like, hey, I
That
know
might
you
be
work
it.
for me, but yeah, of course. But if you hire somebody who's like, I want a job, and you go, here's the job, it's not uncomfortable.
I don't know. Maybe it's fucking relationship trauma. That I feel like if I ask somebody to do something for me, it's gonna get thrown back in my face. Or if somebody, not even if I ask, if they just do something for me.
Yeah, but this is part of life. But the part of this is 100% because they're friends. So there's a different dynamic to your relationship.
Yeah, I suppose so.
If I have like my good friend who I go, hey, do you want to come work for me? It starts to be weird where you're like, I need you to do that. You feel like you're telling your friend to do something.
I even feel that way about my security though. Like my security wasn't a friend first.
What do you feel weird about telling them?
I mean, just when like I'm carrying bags and shit out of the green room back to the tour bus or something, he's like, "Let me carry that." I'm like, "I can fucking carry it. Don't worry."
Nah, let him carry it.
I should let him. I have a hard time doing it though.
He wants to.
I don't know. I feel like less of a man having another man carry my shit.
That's his job. Fucking carry the bag. Open the door too.
Yeah, there's not much security risk. I suppose you're right.
Oh, it's fine.
There was this lady.
You got a girl who was like, me and my friend want to luck your balls in your ass.
Yeah, which I'm not into.
Yeah, you're like,
that's a security
not my
threat.
thing. Yeah.
I had this lady. She's come to a couple of shows, talking about how like we're supposed to be together and all this kind of stuff. And she's older, probably like 40s.
Yeah.
And she came to a show maybe like a month ago, and she brought this big bag full of gifts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is not uncommon. We get a bunch of gifts after shows, and I love opening them. Sometimes there's cool shit in there.
Sure.
And her phone was in there on record. Was on video record in there, hoping to just catch whatever I'm saying or doing backstage. How she intended getting the phone back, I don't know. But my security, the phone was open on record, so she started going through her fucking phone to see if there's like an actual threat in near there on like notes or camera roll or something. So when they closed out of the video, they obviously went to the camera roll to delete the video. And the photos right before the video were my face, like shittily photoshopped onto like models' bodies. And I was so fucking appalled that she didn't use my body.
Yeah, she could have just,
Yeah, it's not that like I didn't want to fuck her, but I didn't want her to think she could do better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I totally understand that.
There's a certain level of delusion, I think.
Yeah.
I've gotten hair.
They give you hair?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've gotten toenails.
Here are my toenails?
Yeah. No letter to go with them.
Wait, just like in a bag?
Yeah, just in a bag. I had a lady give me...
And you just figure out what it is or it says something?
It looks like toenails.
Yeah. And they're like, I thought you might like this.
Yeah, and it was like a collection too. Like there's no way she has that many toes.
And it's definitely from a woman? Because
They weren't painted.
could be a really cool guy.
I do have guy fans.
Yeah.
It was optimistic.
Because I'm thinking the act to do that just feels very male. Like a woman doing that is like severely mentally ill. A guy doing this,
So is hair, dog.
yeah, but toenails is another level. If you're like, let me clip these, make sure they don't.
I had a girl give me her family photo album.
What?
It was like photos of them in like it would look like the 80s. Like she was like I imagine it's her as a kid.
That's
like
sad,
just family
because she's
gatherings.
just like partying with the photos that she probably won't be able to find again.
I mean, that's a really interesting thing to think about. Does she ever plan on getting those back?
No. Or maybe the fantasy is yes, that you're like, I look through these, I want to be a part of this.
I get you now.
Yeah.
You guys look like you have good holidays. I've had, what's another fun one? Oh, people get scammed a lot. I have a lot of fucking spam accounts of people being like reaching out like, hey, this is my private account. Message me over here. So many people, you'd be surprised, will come to shows and be like, Matt told me to come here. Like, he told me to meet him over here. I sent him $1,000 last week.
I sent, and he was like, all right, now you can come.
Yeah, now you can come to the show. I went, one time my security was telling me that this was happening. So I wanted to go listen to the conversation. And I stood like on the other side of the door. And a lady was like, I've been texting with Matt for weeks. We exchanged sexy photos together. He sent me his dick, like, and shows security a dick that was not mine. She was like, look, he's texting me right now. I'm standing on the side of the door. My phone's not in my fucking hands. I'm like,
it's crazy.
Part of me feels so bad that somebody would fall for something like that.
Sure.
But also, like, you take a little bit of accountability for gullibility.
Yeah, of course.
Like, come on.
But you know what? It's the person is hoping that it's true. So
and I
then
understand the hope.
Yeah.
But I've put out so many messages being like, dude, I'm never gonna reach out to you. You know what I mean? As a fan, for your safety and mine, I'm not gonna reach out to you from a private account. I'm never gonna ask for money.
But by the way, if you do get a picture of my dick, that is your backstage pass. That
well, I want to see what it is first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a really sad dick. You're like, you thought this was mine?
I'd be fucking furious.
Yeah.
You ever thought about how you're gonna be immortalized from your dick pics?
I don't have dick pics.
You've never sent one?
I'm too old, dude.
That's not true. You never like sketched it out?
I mean, I've looked at it through the camera and I've been like,
don't send it.
I'm like, this is not good.
I've always had a problem with statues.
Statue dicks?
Yeah, man. You've never seen a big statue dick ever.
I think so. You're right. And I think that part of that is so that the focus isn't on the statue. I think the artist, these sculptors that do these incredible, Michelangelo sculptures, if they gave it a hardy dick, it would be such the focus, because you are fascinated by the fact that they can do the entire physique perfectly. And if it were like a massive hog, you'd be like, look at this. That's all anybody. Now, the flip side of that is everybody talks about how little they look.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I think it comes from jealousy. Like, usually sculptures and these statues are from like great leaders or conquerors, right?
Sure.
You don't sculpt my man on soft when he conquered fucking Persia or whatever.
All I'm
it
saying,
was.
just give me, like, if you were doing mine, I would just be like, okay, I'm going to fluff it a little bit.
Yeah.
Naturally, right?
Yeah.
And so that, like, when I drop my robe, you're like, is that your natural state? And I'll be like, yeah. And then, I'll give you a little wink. And I'll be
don't
like,
make it look like you ran out of clay.
And then I'll go like, hey, you good? And then if you go like, well, no, I'll be like, all right, well, give me a few minutes. And I'd turn around, smack it around a little bit, come back. Like, that's what I would do if I was going to be photographed or a sculpture made.
The problem is the sculpture takes so long, eventually it's going to lose its fluff.
I know. And then I just sitting there just cranking, and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, just relax. It'll be back to where it was in a moment.
I think if I ever take another dick pic, I would, or if I'm gonna have somebody paint me or sculpt me, I want it to be a caricature artist.
Oh,
they always emphasize your attributes.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Never thought of it like that.
Yeah, they always. Yeah, I know a couple.
You're gonna
good
get done
ones.
at like fairgrounds.
Who's the great one that we worked with?
You had a caricature done?
I don't know his name. I'll get it from Reed.
Okay. No, we had these guys at a party, and they had these two artists who they both have incredible like followings. They're super talented guys, and they came to a party that we had, and Poroso's event, and they just they did it for people that were at the event. It was fucking hilarious.
That's really funny.
But I'm drawing a blank right now on the name. Yeah, super funny. These guys. One of them.
They're so mean.
Yes, they're super mean, and one of them just does like a lot of just graphic sexual stuff, like very aggressive.
On the caricatures.
Yeah. Like for us, I think he was just Philip Lee was there. He just put him in a clan outfit and just like running.
He'll add that much
he
to
just
it.
added that, yeah. And then,
That's really funny.
you have it? No.
She's grabbing the actual ones we have here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
okay.
have them in physical
We have some
form.
of them here. Yeah. So here we go. Oh yeah, Porous Walker is one of them.
Oh my God. Is that Hulk Hogan?
And then Todd. What's Todd? Todd Francis? Is that his name?
I think so. Yeah.
I can't read the signature. Todd Francis on top, Porous Walker on the bottom. Yeah. Hulk down there. Yeah. These guys are so good. And they did this in like,
what's happening in the top one?
it's me eating popcorn as protesters are getting beat to death by police. Yeah. Those guys, and they do that in like 4 minutes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You just sat there and they were just like,
That's incredible, man. I can't draw at all.
no, I love it. It's so cool. Like
What was
that.
the? She brought another
Oh,
one.
there's another one. Yeah. What's the other one? Oh yeah. That's another Porous Walker on top there.
Are you shitting through her?
Through her legs? Yeah. And then that one there's a car accident.
Oh my
We're flying
God.
through the air. Yeah. So that's Todd and that's Porous again.
You guys have a weird love language.
Yeah, the shitting stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever done? You ever gotten a Blumkin?
No.
You know what it is, though, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Have you gotten one?
No, I would not. I would.
Yeah,
not
that
let
doesn't
someone
seem
do
like it would be
No, I'm
your-
not letting anybody in the bathroom when I'm taking a shit.
Let alone blowing you during it. It always sounded.
For them to be into that, I think is more concerning.
Of course it is. It's so much more disturbing.
Every inhale is just a nightmare.
I mean,
Have you taken an upper decker?
no.
Feels like something Bert would do.
1,000%. I'm sure he's done that.
It ruins the whole plumbing, right? Because isn't that the water that flushes into it?
I mean, dude, I'm not into any of that, bro. Like, I can talk about taking shits all day. I don't want to actually participate in any shit activity.
This feels like the platform for this. You ever seen lezpoo.com?
No.
L-E-Z. I wonder if it's still a thing. I haven't seen it since like high school. L-E-Z. Poo.com. So remember like Two Girls, One Cup?
Yeah.
It's a whole website of that.
Yeah. Oh, that first one was the girl stuffing herself and puking. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's a big old shit.
That's just a Waffle House floor.
a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You realize that some of these are like super nice ladies. Like if you met them, you'd be like, oh, she was really nice. And then you see her on this site and you're like, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, it's my job. It's just, I just do this.
You just don't have to do this.
What's really fascinating is how different our genders are, because this is men going to the site. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's a couple completely bananas chicks that are consuming this, but the reason this is made is solely because of men.
What do you think the most fucked up fetish a woman has for men that's even close to this direction, you think?
I mean, here's the thing. There are outliers. Chicks, I'm good now. They're not most women. You know what I mean? Like most women.
Well, this isn't most men.
It's not most men, but disproportionately. Meaning, like, you know, there's women obviously who goes, I like to be slapped. I like my hair pulled. I like the bites. I like choking, things like that. Sure,
Yeah.
there's girls who are like, you know what? I like being pissed on, and you're like, that's pretty crazy. But for men, it's the sky's the limit. Like there might be like, you know, this percentage, whatever.
Yeah.
Two, and then you look at men, and it becomes like 25%. It's like it's so disproportionate.
I want to hear the comments from women who think they know the most fucked up fetishes.
Like what
for
they're
men.
into. I did.
Yes.
So I talked to a guy one time. This was great. He was like, he had just gotten divorced, and he was like, you know, first time like playing the field, right? And I go, oh, have you had some crazy, you know, encounters like since you've just been out there dating for the first time in years? And he was like, I thought this was kind of crazy. I guess it's not totally bananas, but he was like, he said it stunned him where he's like, I was with this woman and she goes, well, I'm on my period. And he was like, I don't care, you know? So I was like, yeah, that's not whatever. So he's like, we have sex and it is a mess, right? And he's like, I'm not bothered by it or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, but then she orally cleaned it all up off of me. And he was that. I was like, yeah. That,
She licked all her own blood off of him.
everywhere. But she's like, he's like, not. There wasn't an inch, like a speck left. And he was like, yeah, that threw me off. Now that's not the craziest thing I've ever heard.
No.
But it's also you're like,
You don't have to do that.
you don't have to do all that. Yeah. But also that must turn her on. She liked it.
Vampire, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you believe in vampires?
Totes.
Totes.
Yeah.
What about aliens?
I can't wrap my head around the idea that we are alone in
It's
this
impossible,
galaxy.
right?
It's just too massive.
Yeah.
It
Do you
just-
believe
it-
they come here?
I mean, it makes sense that there's some type of monitoring or interaction in some way. It just does. I don't know the details. Obviously, I don't have all the answers, but I find it hard to just go, yeah, I know that this galaxy is a speck in the universe is like, it's 100 million times beyond the
bro.
capacity of our imagination
We
is
mean
its size.
nothing.
We're just a tiny little dot.
mean
And then
nothing.
you're like, nah. It's just
No
us.
way.
It just doesn't add up in my mind.
Ghosts.
I've never been a big ghost guy, and I know people love, and they're like, I was in this basement, and then the door shut. I says, what the fuck was that? And so now we always go two of us to the basement. Okay, so I mean, I people have their. I've never had like ghost encounters or whatever,
Okay.
but it's look, all that shit ultimately is kind of entertaining. It's kind of fun.
It's fun, for sure.
So, like,
but
I'm
you
not-
don't believe
I'm
when
not-
you die, you could become a ghost.
I mean, I have been in like spooky, haunted feeling places, right?
You never been like ghost hunting, though.
I've never been ghost hunting. I've been in buildings, like
Yeah.
where you're like, fuck, this is
Well, a comedy store.
yeah, it's dark, like the like hallways that are 100 years old, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's poorly lit.
These
But I
fucking
don't
red
know.
rum
Part of that's
hallways.
like, the ambiance where you're like,
Yeah.
just feels something. I mean, did I experience something where it changed me? No, but I do think it's entertaining. What's funny is that there are people who hear this be like, can't believe this fucking idiot doesn't know about ghosts. And you're like, I'm sorry.
That's my community, dog.
Yeah. You big ghost guy?
Oh, I love ghosts.
Have you had ghost encounters?
Okay, I haven't seen anything. Like I haven't seen something in front of my face that I go, "That's a ghost." 1,000,000,000%. That's somebody who died for sure. But I have seen things and heard things I cannot possibly explain. I was ghost hunting in England at this place called the Ancient Ram Inn. It's like 1,000 years old.
You were ghost hunting?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is something I do for fun.
All right. Man, you sound
Super
like,
weird hobby. I
Yeah,
know.
okay.
I know.
No, I like it.
But I won't get my ass ate. Is that weird?
That's the thing.
That I'll ghost
This
hunt, but
doesn't-
I won't
this
get my
doesn't
ass ate.
You should be ghost hunting with a mouth in your ass, and then it'd be a way better experience.
And get the shit scared out of me?
If
I
you
don't think
find
so.
a ghost on one of these, you should be like, all right, somebody eat my ass. This is the fucking
I'll make that
culmination."
deal. I'll
Okay.
make that deal.
If you actually...
If somebody can make me experience definitive ghost acknowledgement, I'll let them eat my ass.
What would feel like a true acknowledgement versus this is weird?
Seeing it.
Seeing something.
Seeing is believing, right? Or hearing is pretty fucking definitive.
Do people actually say that they see, like they say
Yeah.
they've seen things? Do you ever believe someone that's seen something? Like as opposed to like,
I could believe it. I could
Yeah.
because I've seen things move.
you have?
I've seen when we were at this place, we were sitting around like this barrel, right? And there's supposed to be like a lot of fucking like evil at this place. And the guy who owns it was like, I don't recommend it, but if you want something to happen, like provocation usually works. Like be an asshole. I don't do that shit. I don't want anything being mad at me.
Yeah.
So we're sitting around this table, nothing's happening. We have like a little it's a super basic tool to use, a little cat ball, right? Little light up ones. And the idea is that they only go off when you touch them. So we sit it in the middle of this barrel. When nothing's happening, my friend goes, all right, we're going to start being mean. So there's like 5 of us. And they're all going around the table. You fucking asshole, you pussy, bitch. It gets around to me. And I just go, yeah, you dookie head. Because I don't want anything to be actually mad at me. This ball then does a controlled roll around the barrel. Not like bumping into a table and it rocks back and forth. It's like a controlled roll for a couple of seconds.
Doesn't that freak you out?
Freak me the fuck out for sure. On cue, when the last person says something mean, that happens. It's a bit coincidental.
Now, is that the kind of thing where you go, let's hightail it out of here?
No, because that's like when stuff can actually get
Right,
kinda
so it's
good, I
exciting,
suppose.
right?
It's such an adrenaline rush.
How many are in your group when you're doing this?
Like 5 of us, including the camera guys.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah.
did you do this for a show or just for like?
A friend of mine runs a YouTube channel.
Oh.
It's called TFIL, the Fuck It List, and then he has an off channel of that called the Overnight Channel, and that's where we've been like around the
Is
world.
he a
doing
big
this.
ghost hunter? Oh, you've really been into this.
Oh, dude, I love it.
didn't- I
It's
didn't
a
know.
very weird hobby of mine.
Oh no, that's cool.
It's weird because it scares the shit out of me.
What other hobbies do you have?
Sports?
Like
fucking
being a
love
sports
sport.
fan?
Like playing sports.
Oh, playing
I fucking
sports.
Love playing sports still.
What do you play?
Well, until my career, I was playing like adult flag football all
That's
over
cool.
LA. They have like leagues all over the city.
Yeah.
Basketball as much as I can. Baseball as much as I can.
You guys?
Boxing.
Do you guys do stuff on the road? Like, do you do it like?
Never have time.
Parking lot kinda shit?
Unfortunately,
No.
We did. Last year we went to Bend, Oregon. The amphitheater they have out there.
Yeah.
It's my favorite town in the country. We did this was the first time all of my friends were gonna be together in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And all of my friends are like, I'm the most athletic person in the group. Everybody thinks that about themselves, right? So this was like the time we finally had an opportunity to put that to the test. We played a flag football game. It was like, I think it was 4v4. Everybody got exposed. One of my friends, James, who's like the friend who will talk the most shit about being the most athletic person because he ran track in college,
Yeah.
stopped at halftime. We had a halftime to become a referee. It was the most embarrassing thing anybody in our friend group had experienced.
That's funny.
Everybody got exposed, and it was the best possible opportunity.
Yeah, that's fun though.
I had like 5 touchdowns. It's not even a big deal.
I like the like parking lot games that you can do.
It's the best.
It's fun.
That was my tour bus routine. We get done with 2 shows a night. We're done at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Go out in the parking lot, toss the football around, smoke some weed. That was like my nightly routine.
It's a fun routine. Man.
Loved it. Just decompress.
Yeah.
So simple. I throw the ball to you, you throw it to me.
Yeah.
So simple.
It's a good time. One thing we have to address here, that Jack Carlson, the succulent Chinese meal man, died at age 82. This is the man who immortalized the phrase, "This is democracy manifest." This is like one of the most popular memes you may have seen. Here it is.
Just a moment, you just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me? Up in the car. Get some cups. For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well.
This man, a legend, a total legend.
I've never seen a more proper victim.
I know, right? Also, these Aussie cops in this era, real gentle. I don't feel
Yeah,
like this
real.
is like
No headlock.
this is real different than LAPD.
Yeah.
They're just like,
I've never seen this before.
I suggest you get in the car.
I've never seen this before.
Really?
How popular is this?
This was pretty. I mean, it's gone through different eras, but we probably first went crazy with this clip more than 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, and then you see since then resurgences, like you won't see it, and then all of a sudden it'll just explode. It's one of those things that like will come back. We got into
A succulent Chinese meal.
the succulent Chinese meal.
This is Democracy Manifest.
That became a legendary line.
That was sexy the way you
and
rolled
then
that R.
it was right.
Yeah.
And then,
Get your hand off my penis!
and then get your hand off my penis. This great man has passed, and we just wanted to say that we acknowledge how wonderful you were, sir.
How did he pass?
Let's see. He spent the last few weeks of his life in the hospital battling many ailments, but what got him in the end was systemic inflammatory response syndrome. He died the day after his 82nd birthday.
Ooh.
Let's see. Davis also learned that the most recent alias Carlson, who he believes was really Cecil George Edwards. I guess he had multiple aliases that he went by. It was not. Let's just say John. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of like. There's been all these different stories about this guy, who he was. Like he was thought to be somebody, and then they were like, he's actually this like Hungarian chess player, and then they're like, he's not that guy. He looks like that guy. It's all kind of a mystery. But
so he's mainly just famous for this clip.
We don't know. Then they were like, what he became famous. Then when I heard the story that what this guy was famous for was dining. I think this was in Melbourne, Australia, dining at high-end restaurants and then leaving without paying the bill.
Oh.
And that was a thing that was going on, and that's what happened here. But the story always feels like it's never quite clear. Do you know what I mean? Like whenever we research this guy, there was always like, oh, here's the real story. It's like they never really, and even in this is like, he just died. They're like, we think he was this guy. It's very strange.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Have a mystery of a
really
legacy.
Know who it is,
Are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
Yeah.
How's that not a ringtone
Not if you
option?
get some honey packet from fucking
You're going to get a sponsorship.
I hope so. Well, congratulations on the special, dude. It's
Thanks,
fucking
dude.
awesome. Another special is Lucid, Matt Rife Lucid. It's a crowdwork special. It's streaming now on Netflix. Again, you can see Matt on tour. You can get tickets at mattrifeofficial.com. You're touring all over the world, right? You're going
man.
everywhere.
We're going to do a new tour in 2025.
Do 20 arena tour. Big time.
So excited, dude.
That's fucking awesome.
Thanks, man.
All right, we're gonna sign off with the song "Get Your Hands Off My Penis," the official remix, and we will see you. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for being here today, Christina.
And you, sir. Get your hand off my penis! Gentlemen, this is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Get your hands off me, sir. Get your hands off me, sir. Why did you do this? Just a moment, you just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything.
Get your hand off my judo manifest. You Chinese penis before. Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Look, I'm under what?
Get some cups.
This is my Chinese judo headlock. This is my Chinese judo charge. Oh. This is my Chinese judo manifest. This is my Chinese judo penis.
Hey, you just watched an episode of Your Mom's House. I hope you enjoyed it, and if not, watch another one. Maybe you'll like that one. They're everywhere. Look, I don't know. You place them in like cubes or squares or whatever this is. Just click another one. Maybe you'll find one you like. Or someone will get hurt, and everybody likes that. Don't forget to subscribe.